All right, what's up, guys? This is Super Mike 2164. I wanted to do this here. This is all everything that's shared on here is about fair use. We want to have this conversation real quick. Fair use, fair use, fair use. We're going to be talking about Brother Rashad Richey right now. And what's going on, everybody? Press the thumbs up, press the share. We want to have a quick conversation because the issue in question is the apology. Is Rashad Richey real or is he a wimp? I'm gonna say he's real, but I think he's the mistakes that I say that he made is here. He doesn't understand that we are at war, and he doesn't understand that when you're supposed to pull back or retreat or go or press forward. So I want to show something here. Hold on a second. All right, so let's show something here. Now, this is a viral video. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but we're going to show it again. Keep in mind, this is fair use. And hold on one second. I'm going to drop this link. If anybody wants to come up. And it's my brother Leroy Stanley. He sent me a couple of videos. He made a couple of posts on the Facebook group. The Facebook group is Black is Not a Color. And let me see here. Let me go ahead and share this screen real quick, guys. There we go. All right. So, like I said here, so Brother Leroy made this post, and he actually had a little debate with Rashad Richey. He made this post: "Race hustlers defeated," and this is by another black man. Let's see here, and he's showing looking down. And so, what I wanted to do here is because the issue I have here is when we use the term race hustler. And especially from a melanated black person. Now, I don't know if this person considers himself black. You know, there's all sorts of ideologies out here. These people want to convert, contort, and confuse what the black identity is. It simply means that we are the original people of the planet, which we are. You know, science proves that, you know, highly melanated people, not only just the melanin, it's not just your color, it's your whole lineage. That's the reason why you look the way you look. The decisions from ancient, you have a high, black people, the original peoples. We have the higher genetic code of dominant genes. Okay. When you're dealing with the non-black folks, you're dealing with people who they have a lot of recessive alleles in their genetic code. That's it. Now, then you have the nationalities and all that stuff. That's on top of the lineage. Okay. So, but you know, everybody wants to play games with it. You know, it's not about, you know, the actual skin tone, because there's black people with different skin tones. So when you're talking about race, though, you're talking about an invention of white people. They made that up. So it's almost like it's almost like the situation where, you know, black folks was selling weed. Let's say we were selling weed, and they were doing that underground. But white folks, they make it legal to bring that stuff in here. And then when they want to make it legal for themselves, they take the lion's share, and then they get to sell it legally and do the same exact thing you did as a black person, but you're not supposed to be able to do that. So that's when I see this word race hustler. White people invented race. They invented race. So, you know, I know a lot of times people do things for clicks and views. People do stuff for clicks and views. And sometimes people believe in some of this stuff that they're saying, but it sows a lot of confusion. So I can't consider someone who's a black person talking about race. You're not a hustler. So that's what I did disagree with on this brother here. But let's look at the video in question that they were talking about, Rashad Richey. Hold on a second here. So everybody's seen this video here. Now we're going to rewatch this here. I never really watch these little stupid videos all the time.
Help me! Please help me!
This is not your bike.
Please help me!
This is not your bike. This is not your bike.
Please help me! Help! Please get off me!
Hey, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yo, don't not take it, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Hey, now you're not getting the bike.
Help!
You're not getting the bike. I'm not.
Why you took his phone? What's wrong with you?
You're not
Don't touch
touching
his
my
phone.
phone.
Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching you. You putting your stomach on my hand.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
She's just crying.
You're not crying. You're not crying.
You're stupid.
I got you on video.
Drunk.
Where you put it out? Hey, Hassan, you put it out? Hassan, you put it out?
This is my bike. It's on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his.
It's
Reset it. I'm gonna throw it out on your account.
I don't give a fuck.
This is my bike. Crying. It's fake crying. Stop fake crying.
Hey, stop touching me. I don't touch you.
Hold up.
Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Why don't we take this bike?
Stop touching me.
I will.
Exactly. So take it.
Out of here.
So take it.
You're stupid ass. Fuck out of here. Dumbass. If baby gonna come out with
Wait, how you stop crying? Not a tear came down, miss. Not a tear came down.
Okay, so that's the question. Now, in this video, if I'm gonna be honest, you have two situations. So this became a racial situation because somebody wanted to make it racial. The woman was screaming about help me. If this was first of all, this was her escalating it. Both of these people, there's some kind of app on their phones. Okay, this guy is talking about he has the bike, it's his bike. She believes it's her bike. She just went to take it from him. She didn't even dignify him with a conversation. She just was going to take it. If there's a dispute, have the conversation. So here it is. Let's look. These people think that it's their bike because of whatever this app says. Now, this app little thing could be sued. It's a city bike.
No, record him.
Help me! Please help me!
Now, The black kids actually are the ones that decided to record her. This guy thinks that, I mean, you can look at his face. He's looking at her like, this is my bike. He's got the app open. Do we think that he's just trying to rob her or something? No, he's not trying to rob her. No matter what's going on, he thinks this is his bike. This is her behavior, though.
Not your bike.
Please help me.
So she's screaming for everybody else to help her. Why don't she just have the conversation with these guys that they're actually being pretty rational? But she wants to escalate the matter to bring in her other white people. That's what this was for. That's all that was for. She's bringing in other people. She asks other people to help her against these Negroes.
It's not your bike.
Please help me. Help. Please get off me.
Hey, what the fuck is going on, bro?
Yo, don't not take it, bro.
Now you're not getting the bike, bro.
Yeah, now you're not getting the bike.
Help.
You're not getting
Get
the
off
bike.
me.
I'm not.
Why you took?
So she's trying to muscle in. She grabbed his phone. She just committed a theft right there. She literally just did a crime. Okay, so you see the white people back here. They're trying to see what's going on here, what's happening. Is our white woman in trouble? Even they're looking at the situation. They're like, you know, something's going on here, but they're not sure exactly.
His phone. What's wrong with you?
You're not
Don't touch his
touching my
phone.
phone.
Do not touch his phone.
I'm not touching.
Now she says the man is hurting her fetus of her unborn child. This is what she's saying. Now we don't know if she's pregnant or not. Maybe she is. Is it a lie? Does it matter? See, it doesn't matter if she lies, though. Okay. So we're talking about race hustling. See, this is what I don't want to. We're talking about race hustling. And see, this is why I don't get with people who think they're trying to be unbiased and all that stuff. No. You're not in a situation you're being unbiased. This woman is using her weapon. What is she using to defend herself? Why is she so confident? Her weapon is the race. She's hustling race right now. She's screaming, knowing the news, knowing that black folks have an issue in this country, as second-class citizens and all this kind of crap. She's screaming for help. Is there a black woman that can scream for help like this? For what? Just because of a dispute of a bike? This is a legitimate dispute. It could be a problem with the app, or because we don't know if she really believes what she's doing is right. But right now it's looking like that she's using as a weapon against these kids, these young guys, these young men, race, trying to get them hemmed up or saying that they're robbing her or something. She just literally took this man's phone. She just robbed him.
You put your stomach on my hand.
No, dude, stop. No, dude, stop. No. I said no. I said sit down.
So this guy, so the one who's filming it, the other guy was wanting to give up the bikes and go. So that guy in the purple wanted to give up the bikes and go. The guy with the phone is saying, no, this woman is wrong. So you can tell in the conviction that at least the boys, they believe that they are, that they have a right. They believe that they have a right to something. This girl or this woman is screaming. Now she gets her help. Here's some white man comes here. you know, to try to assist. He's going to try to calm this down.
She's just crying.
See, more weapons. The tears.
You're not crying. You're not crying. I got you on video. Where you put it out?
And she's still trying to take it. He's on his phone. He's trying to, you know, and because of race, he immediately, kids, why don't you just let her have her way? See that? Let her have her way.
Hassan, you put it out? Hassan, you put it out?
This is my.
Now the black man is mad, so he's cussing. So he's not helping his side now because he's cussing and all that.
Bike is on my account. Please move.
All right, so why don't we reset the bike?
I'm not resetting the bike.
It's his.
Reset it. I'm gonna pull it out on your account.
You're an actor. That's just my fake crying. It's fake crying. Stop fake crying.
Hey, stop touching me. Don't touch me.
Hold up.
Hey, stop touching me. Stop touching me.
Why don't we take this bike?
Stop touching me.
I will.
Exactly. So take it. So take it.
You're stupid ass. Fuck out of here. Dumbass. If baby girl come out with
So now the black guy he's berating her because of his anger, but that is not good either. So I'm going to be fair on both sides. He shouldn't be berating her like that. But I understand because he's angry, and that's kind of what you get. But you notice when she screamed for help, she got immediate help. Now, this is the same city, guys. We got to understand this is New York. So it's the same city that you can just choke a black person out and get white defense with Jordan Neely. You can literally just choke black people on trains, sneak up behind them, get protected by police and by, you know, the media. You can literally do that. Let me put in this guy. Do that. You can literally just excuse me. You can literally choke out the black man. Kill him. And you can have two others help you. We don't know these guys' names. See, this is what we're dealing with in New York. You're talking about race hustling. White people invented race. So that's why I have a problem. That's why I have a problem when I see that. The race hustling thing. So hold on one second, guys. Hold on a second. So let's look at Dr. Rashad Richey's situation. I mean, I'm just saying this is New York. This is what they're doing in New York. You know, so let me go through this real quick. Hold on. Like I said, guys, press the thumbs up. Share it. Let me know what you think. So let's look at this here. And I dropped a link there, and I sent the link to, let's see.
I have a full background on this Karen. The Karenicity is unbelievable. Put up the picture. We got her name, where she works, her boss. I want to remind you of a couple of things that happened.
So now, right here, he goes over the same commentary we just looked at. So This is by Black conservative perspective. Now, the thing is, the problem is because this guy calls himself the Black conservative, Rashad Richey is considered a Black liberal. So the thing is, the society has conditioned everybody to say the conservative versus the liberal. They've conditioned you to say, oh, the war is against conservative versus liberal. And that right there, that's stupid. But let's keep it going. But that's the reason why it doesn't matter what Rashad Richey actually does. Some of these people just, it doesn't matter what anybody does. If you call yourself a liberal, then they're attacking you. But let me see what this brother said.
Some statistics knows that this was highly, highly, highly unlikely.
Hold on.
They believed, based off this short viral video, that, again, this pregnant woman who happened to be...
How do he know she's pregnant?
White, was trying to steal a city bike from Black teenagers. Again, a story that was just unbelievable on its face, right? Anybody with any knowledge of basic crime statistics knows that this was highly, highly, highly unlikely.
Okay, so that right there, that point that this man made, come on, guys. That was such a dumb point. It was absolutely stupid. Crime statistics. That's not the way that you're judging the situation because you have video of the actual situation. You don't think about statistics when you're looking at people like that. You're looking at that person. And this is a shame that the brother thinks like that. I'm looking at a situation. I'm not thinking about statistics. Stupid. But this is what he wants to do. Okay, so my point here, and I'm not going to play too much of the man's comment. Now, the thing is, with Rashad Richey here, him apologizing, though, and he has other faults, but let's look at him on his own show, on his own YouTube channel. This is Rashad Richey's Indisputable with Rashad Richey.
Viewed a video. It was viral. This video showed a woman screaming help.
Let's see. I guess I'll do and guys, you guys can go check the whole video out because I'm not going to play the whole thing. But let me see here. Let me get to the point.
A receipt showing she had a good faith reason to believe that the city bike was hers.
Okay, so they say that she had a good faith reason. Now, this attorney, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm just going to let him talk because I want you to hear this part, and I don't want to try to get no strike or anything.
Possibly believed that they actually had access to that. The young people, the other narrative was to believe the adult. In that instance, I believed the young person. I still believe that there's a good faith reason why both possibly believed that they actually had access to that bike. At no point did I ever believe that the young Black male was trying to rob the female in question. But now it has been reported that there's a receipt showing she had a good faith reason to believe that the city bike was hers. Naturally, that information has not been rebutted nor confirmed at all by the others involved. We're still waiting for an update.
Now, see, this is where Rashad Richey is a wimp to me. This is where he's not real. You don't you don't report and apologize on something. If if an attorney gets out there and just says, oh, there's receipts, this woman did have the bike or whatever, this is new information. If that information hasn't been challenged, you don't sit there and apologize and pull back your stuff like that. Because what you're doing is you're undermining the whole. Unfortunately, it shouldn't matter, but you're undermining your integrity, and you're undermining the integrity of the actual situation. Let me see. Well, see, the thing is, and my thing is, look, so I'm going to show this here. Well, everybody got YouTubes on it, but we don't see. Let's look. I'm trying to find a document. Now, see, they'll write a whole newspaper on this stuff. This man sits here, he apologizes, he explains and all of this stuff and apologizing. And there's no update on the information yet.
Also, City Bike has not confirmed, at least at this point, how this could have happened where two individuals possibly believed that they both rented that same bike at the same time. Over 35 million views, well over 100 publications covered it, and there were two narratives. My advocacy was connected to the reality here, okay? I'm a zealous advocate. I've always been a zealous advocate, will continue to be so. But I'm not Fox News. When I'm presented with evidence that shows, well, at least contrary to the overall conclusion that somehow she knew she did not have access to that bike, well, that's not true if the receipts are real. She believed she had access.
If the receipts are real, you don't apologize until you get confirmation, though. That's the problem, Rashad. You don't sit there and make yourself look stupid because you already are a zealous advocate, like you say, and you believe in the stuff you believe in. So people are going to come against you no matter what. But you don't make yourself look stupid before the receipts are even vetted and made real. Come on, man. That's what's dumb. That's what's dumb, Rashad. You wait. You don't. You do like everybody else. You show this woman used her whiteness as a weapon. But now you got people saying that you're race hustling. No, the woman was race hustling. But because you sat back and turned coat, you're not sounding right. I was trying to get Leroy up here. Leroy Stanley. I sent you the link, Leroy. But I guess we'll try it again later. Because we was actually trying to get some of the commentary that he had when he had talked to Rashad Richey a few weeks ago. But the point is, this is a legit, and this is not a race hustle, what he did. That woman was wrong to do what she did, to behave the way that she behaved. Okay? Now, as far as the facts of whose bike it was, and that right there is secondary. Because if she would have just behaved in a civilized manner, That's what got her fired. She's unprofessional. I don't want that woman working on us medically. She didn't listen to reason. She's unreasonable. Who wants that kind of woman working on you medically? You did a good job at that moment. Get that woman out of that job. She easily could have gotten, anything could have happened. Now, if there was a legitimate mistake on the app or what have you, there was some sort of issue with that confused the customers, that is on that little app issue. And that right there, people can, we can debate that, and, all of that's on the app. But my point here is the facts of the matter. See, let's look at this here. Now these people are doing these little reports now because this story became such a big deal. New York City's bikes Karen has the receipt, lawyer claims. The lawyer claims the receipts. Where they at? Okay. This hospital worker, City Bike Karen, her lawyer, Justin Marino, provided the New York Post with receipts that he says prove his client was in the right. Okay. Where's these boys' attorneys? Okay. We don't know. They showed their receipts on right away. If you remember this video here, the guy had his phone right out and showing his receipt immediately. She didn't do that. She could have said, well, I had the same thing. Look, she tried taking a city bike that already paid for on his account, then pulled out white. See, that's the second part. Then pulled out white woman tears when her co-worker from the hospital showed up. And that's all that was, because she knew she could get help. She was trying to muscle these guys out. America, this is why we still have a problem. She was totally in the wrong and tried to play victim. Exactly. But the thing is, that's just the bottom line. So the second receipts show her renting. Okay, so this attorney shows the first receipts, according to the Post, show the woman renting the first bike that she was accused of stealing. Now, who accused her of stealing? Well, let's see. She probably did try to steal it. I know she tried to muscle in on this dude. Then relocking it about a minute ago. Okay, wait. The first receipts show, according to the Post, show the woman renting the first bike that she was accused of stealing in the video. This is the attorney talking. Accused of stealing. Did she get accused of stealing? I don't remember. I remember saying that you're trying to. That she didn't do it. Okay, in the video. Then relocking it about a minute later. This is what the attorney's saying. We don't see this. This is his narrative. And he wants to put his narrative out there. The second receipt shows her renting another bike that she eventually rode home after being heckled and pressured to find a new bike by bystanders. That's what she should have did in the first place. And you got to check the serial number on that bike. Now, what does his receipt show? So we need to see who's that show, if that's true, which if, and see, that's what they do. They put something out there. They don't let you see the receipt. and then you got to come up with if this and if that. You see, that's what they did that for. That's what the attorney did that for. These guys were already on this bike. She tried to hurry up and do her little thing, but they already had it. The guy showed his receipt already. He had already paid for it. Now the thing is, what her lawsuit could be, and the boy's lawsuit could be against the bike company. But the way she tried to play that victim, the way she tried to muscle him out, the way she tried to play victim with her fetus and all of these different things that she tried to do, get them in trouble, call her co-worker, try to get people on them to get them out of there. That's what she needs to be called out on. And Rashad should not have apologized for that. And that wasn't a race hustle. See, I try to get Stanley up here. Let's see here. Yeah, guys. So, just check that out. Join the Facebook group, Black is Not a Color, Waking Up the Original Family. If you got show ideas, you can put up shows. We try to put up positive content, but also informative content. So we want everybody, shout out to Mr. T, all sorts of stuff. So what we want to do, let me look at this here. Now, let me see something. Leroy sent a couple receipts himself. So since he's not actually here, I'm going to put up, let's see if I can put up his receipt. Hold on a second here. This is what we got. Notice that they got see that? Dang. Just unloading clips. This is race hustling. He's just shooting and murdering. This is a cop. If somebody has they should have jumped that dude. That guy should have ran over there and he's just murdering. Look. Dang, that's something else. But this is race. This is race. There's no race hustling when you're talking about this. This is the lived experience of Black people. And when these people come in here with this race hustling stuff, that kind of triggers me. So anyway, guys, I think I'm done with this one today. And if you got any questions or what have you, or make sure you comment below. But the bottom line is, it is what it is. That woman deserves to be fired, to me. Let them figure it out. I don't have no sympathy. All of this, these so-called these Black folks that have this sympathy for these people, because they got to learn how to live respectably, learn how to live like every other person has lived, and not using their white privileges and all that crap just to get, these people are used to living in a world where they get to use a certain privilege to get over on everybody else. I mean, they get to kill people, which we wouldn't do. They get to kill people and get protected. Daniel Penny. Okay. They get to just lie and get people in trouble. Nobody, and then you got to apologize at the hint that you might be wrong. Rashad Richey apologized because he's scared. He's scared of getting sued. At the hint of getting sued. He's afraid, terrified. And he's a former jailbird. So now he's been let in and accepted into academia. He never wanted to go back. Terrified. That's why he apologized. Because there's no reason to apologize that quick. The receipts haven't even been verified. And even if the receipts are verified, look at the black kids showed their receipts. The behavior of this woman was unreasonable and deserved to be called out. You don't apologize for that. Peace out.